Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I start in the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Ever-Merciful, and the everlasting curse be on the Satan and his followers. Allah's blessings and peace be upon Prophet Muhammad and upon his pure family. Respected viewers, peace be upon you wherever you are in the world, and welcome to a new episode of Who's Imam Hussein. In this episode, we are talking about mourning and being grieved over the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, his family members, and his faithful companions. Respected viewers, although mourning and grief are natural human emotions and sanctioned by Allah Almighty, in normal circumstances, they have their limits as well. As a result, excessive grief and emotional displays are discouraged by our jurists. Yet the tragedy of Imam Hussein, peace and blessings be upon him, is no normal tragedy, and in this case displays of extreme grief are generally judged not only permissible but also recommended and praiseworthy. We see this even with the surviving family members following the slaughter at Karbala. For instance, respected viewers, in his book Darul Islam, the eminent scholar, the jurist Nuri al-Tabarsi, relates an incident in which Al-Imam al-Sajjad, peace be upon him, listens to a visitor tell him of a dream related to Karbala tragedy. Now, after hearing what he heard, the Imam, peace be upon him, overwhelmed with anguish, immediately stood and struck his face against the wall of his home, breaking his nose and causing blood to flow from his head before collapsing and losing consciousness from the intensity of his crying. Now, whether one accepts this story as it's related or not, the point is clear. There are tragedies, and then there's the tragedy of Karbala. Under normal circumstances, the religion of Islam provides and permits the outpouring of human emotions, and this is an important lesson that ordinary believers should take from the prophetic household of Prophet Muhammad. There is nothing wrong with the displaying sadness, and this is not inherently a display of dissatisfaction with Allah Almighty. But when it comes to the tragedy of Karbala, which was one of the epic proportions, even the mightiest here can scarcely contain himself immediately. Peace and blessings be upon you, O Master of Martyrs, when you were born, and when you were murdered, and when you will be resurrected. Respected viewers, this is the end of today's episode. Until we meet again, thank you very much indeed. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.